Welcome everyone to this edition of Looking at Louisville. I'm Chaz.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Zach.
And we are here at the Kentucky Derby Museum because?
Well, Chaz, we are celebrating Mint Julep Month. It is April here in Louisville, Kentucky, but we celebrate mint juleps all year. In fact, we're here at the Derby Museum in front of this vintage mint julep collection, a feature of Churchill Downs in the Kentucky Derby since 1939. But you know, Mint Julep Month isn't just about drinking mint juleps, it's about celebrating in general.
You know, that's right, Stacey. There's more than just the mint julep drink. There are chocolates and lotions, and you know, several restaurants have their own variation of the drink. But you know, we started off here because this is the classic. This is what really made the mint julep famous here at Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Derby Museum.
That's right. So we're going to learn the drink's history. We're going to learn how to make one, and we're going to have some. You ready?
Yes, lots of them.
Mint juleps, that's what we're here to talk about. Popular drink here at the track since 1938, roughly?
Yes, that's right. 1938 was when it became a mainstay, but it was actually a part of, the mint julep was a part of Churchill Downs' opening ceremonies in the 1870s. I really feel that the mint julep has been carried by the Kentucky Derby. The magic of the coolness of the mint julep, it's just always right.
Speaking of making it right, I think we're going to meet with one of the bartenders here at the Kentucky Derby Museum Cafe and have you talk us through making the right one at home.
So mint julep is mint, basically sugar water, bourbon shaved ice. There are several techniques to this. She's going to put in a simple syrup here. Now, what you can do at home too, this is because they make anywhere from 300 a day to 1,000 to 2,000 in a week. They have it batched and ready to go, but you can also put 2 spoonfuls of sugar in there and a spoonful of water and make a little syrup that way, mix it in there.
Now, what is the difference between ice cubes and crushed ice? Does that make a big difference?
Makes a huge difference because you have with the shaved ice, you fill the entire glass. With an ice cube, you're going to have some geometrical differences, and you won't have a full surface ratio here. And so when you put the whiskey in, as you can see, it goes throughout, and it becomes one. At this point, after a little stir, and she puts on the mint, the whiskey, the water, the sugar, the mint, and the ice. It all becomes one. One note too is this powdered sugar is not always, it's not always on the mint juleps. That is a signature here at the Kentucky Derby Museum. They like to put that from an old classic recipe.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed.
Josh, my grandmother's recipe is to steep my mint in my simple syrup for a couple days, leave it in the refrigerator, and then serve it. But you don't do that here. Your secret is?
I like the mint as fresh as can be, so I like to muddle it just with a little simple syrup.
Okay.
And I think it just tastes better that way. And then of course you want to put your bourbon in there, shake that a little, and then just pour it over some ice, add a little soda water, and you're good to go.
Now, I like to drink my mint juleps year-round, but you have a special time of year that you like to drink them?
I prefer them in the springtime. I mean, they're just really good on a hot day if you're just sitting outside with some friends or anything.
All right. Well, I'm ready to try this sucker.
Yeah, go
All
right
right.
ahead.
Okay. Cheers. Nice job. Nice job.
We are trying now a Lily's twist on the mint julep. Tell us how it's made.
Well, basically what I do is at my house, I take a little Cabernet, sugar, honey, and then a little bit of water, and then a hot pepper peach preservative, and I basically boil that all together, kind of infuse it all together, and that makes a little bit of a syrup that I make. And then I combine it with some bourbon and muddle some mints with that, a little lime juice. Just shake all that up, pour it over ice, and there you go.
Well, Stacy, I think we had our own little mint julep tour today, don't you think?
Absolutely. I love Mint Julep month. I love Mint Juleps, period.
So there's so many different ways that you can drink the mint julep. We're seeing all these different recipes and styles. I mean, I tell you what, the one that they make here was really, really nice.
It was really nice. Josh's basic mint julep that he talked us through, and then his special rose.
4 roses.
Yeah, something he works with 4 roses on. They entered a contest, and he makes this from home still, this secret mix. It is truly a Lilly original.
This one.
Yeah, I
Very
like
good
it. It's
stuff.
got a little
Very
bit of
good
spice.
stuff,
A little
yeah.
spice, a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe than that, but boy, you have the classic, and then you have so many different people who make the different ones in Louisville that you can get so many different versions, right?
That's right. So here we are at Lily's, one of the oldest and most fabulous restaurants
Oh, I love
on
the ambiance.
original Bardstown Row, our original restaurant row, and also a member of the Urban Bourbon Trail. So you get your Urban Bourbon Trail passport here, and obviously great bourbon drinks. We had great food here.
Yes.
Kathy Carey, the chef owner here, has been. You all don't know the name Alice Waters, but as a foodie, somebody that I know in California, she's credited with largely with the farm to table movement that's swept the country over the last several years. Kathy Carey is really, I think, our Alice Waters. She's been procuring things from local Kentucky farmers for over 25 years, as long as her
And the food was
restaurant has
exquisite.
been. Yeah, so, and I had a representation of that today. I had the farmer's plate, which changes obviously seasonally. It was just brilliant colors, great flavors.
I had the fish and chips, which was very light and perfect for, I guess, a month when people were going with Lent.
Right, and you had,
Then I
which
had-
is why I didn't have it.
And then I had the Cobb salad, and it came with a bourbon bacon vinaigrette. And wow, those are the nice little twists. And everything was so fresh, and it was so good. I don't know how else to explain it.
And Chaz, you mentioned classic earlier. We started out the day experiencing the classic mint julep at Churchill Downs, which is really what made it a classic.
Okay, that's right. Over, what did he say, over 120,000 served just Derby week alone.
right.
But we have mint juleps here all year, as we saw. And speaking of bourbon, we even had it in our dessert.
Yes.
These are the remnants of the chocolate lava cake with Old Forester ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Good
And
stuff.
this was a roasted banana ice cream that we also had. We were really into ice cream today. So yeah, you can celebrate the mint julep by having one in Louisville, making one at home, or some of the great products that we saw today too, from Moss Hill and their fragrance line of bath and body soaps, scrubs, lotions, to purchasing the right barware that you need
Little stoneware.
and the Dolphinger's sterling silver mint juleps, which is the way my family likes to have their mint juleps. Of course we do, and it's sterling silver. To places like that we didn't show on film, but that celebrate this all year. Gisley, you can get a mint julep truffle. Cellar Door Chocolates makes a bourbon ball with a mint julep flavor. Sullivan's Bakery has mint julep pancakes. There's just a ton of other bars and restaurants that are doing creative things with mint juleps that are beyond the cocktail itself.
So for more information about this episode and about mint juleps, please go to gotolouisville.com or send us an email, podcast@gotolouisville.com, or you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So as always,
You're looking.
At Louisville in Mint Julep Month.
and we'll be seeing you real soon. Check the microphone, say something.
Say something.
I'm giving.
Up on you.
I'm not playing your
Yeah,
game.
that was two. It's gotta happen more naturally.
Yeah, that was very
It was relaxing.
forced.